Hi, my name is Trevi.
And I'm Kate.
And welcome back to our podcast called 6 Feet Above. Woo! Did you almost forget the scream?
Yeah, I did.
I love
Because
the
I was
scream.
like, I love the scream. I was rubbing my hands together like I'm by a fire because it's hot. The topics are hot today.
No, it's time for hot topics.
It's time for hot topics.
How are you? How was your week? Feels like it's been actually a long time.
It really does. My week was stressful. It's a lot. I'm planning for my monthly show and my weekly show, comedy show. It's in the description below. Get the tickets, please. I'm begging. A lot of work, and I'm going to Boston tomorrow because I'm going to be a godmother.
Oh, this is the godmother from episode 60.
Right. So,
What did we say in that episode that was so funny about being a godmother?
that you're getting baptized or something? I don't even know. But
But damn, she gave birth quick.
Girl.
She was pregnant for what, 3 episodes?
Yeah, literally. And I'm like, you can't be doing that. But yeah, I'll get into that later.
Wait, T.
I know. What about you? How was your week?
I was in San Diego all week because my house has been being painted. More on that at 11.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
No, please don't. Please don't.
I'm not gonna stress you out.
It's giving off my chest, but
Yeah.
we don't need to start there yet. Guys, if you're driving or trying to fall asleep and you're on the YouTube version and want to switch over to audio, it is in the description. And once you're over there, if you could please rate our podcast 5 stars because it helps our podcast grow algorithmically over on the audio platforms. Met Gala.
Girl, and my outfit today is inspired by the theme of the Met Gala. That's why I'm
Okay,
wearing
so
it.
you're just better than me.
I am, and I'm glad you know.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait, why didn't you tell me you were doing Met Gala themed? I would have done it.
Would you really?
No.
Yeah, I was like, no, you wouldn't.
No, also there's just like there's like grown men in my house right now and I'm like walking out in like a kitten heel. I'm like
Real.
this is scary.
Oh.
I'm like these grown men in my house who
Right.
probably have never seen anything other than like a 5'2" blonde.
And that's like an epidemic here in LA.
Yeah.
but
They've
more
only
on
seen
that.
people like me on Reels.
So, real.
yeah.
But yeah, the Met Gala happened. Weird we weren't invited. Next year it's going to happen. This is what I'd wear if I had 15 minutes and no budget to get ready. So you're welcome.
Real.
I have
Wait, well,
skeleton
we were
earrings.
invited.
We were invited. Yeah.
Did
we
you check
declined.
spam?
I know. I just like, I don't know. I didn't want to like rub it into people's faces that we were invited to the Met Gala.
Yeah, because it's like it's such a blessing to them and so normal for us. So it's
Right.
it's like we gotta let the other people shine.
It's like
yeah.
at this point. But yeah, a lot happened. Rihanna's pregnant. Third child,
she
mind
is,
you.
Yeah.
In under 3 years, right?
Third child. What about 9th album?
Oh, whoa! I forgot
Because I thought
that
she was
did
working on it.
music. Yeah.
And it's like, Queen, like start your family, like we live.
yeah, and she doesn't owe us anything, but
She does.
She posted like 4 years ago, being like, "I'm hiding this album from y'all" or something like that.
Yeah. I think someone
each.
asked her about it on the carpet too, and she's like, I could still sing while I'm pregnant. And I'm like, true.
Whoa.
Yeah, but those music videos, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put off the music videos. I'm like, can a fan get a visual?
Girl, the Needed Me music video I watch like once a week.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a little peek behind my curtain, but
Ayo.
I
like your earrings.
thank you. They're skeletons. They're Harper Roses. Did you have a favorite, a best dressed?
I really liked. Oh, I'm really going in.
Tiana Taylor was my favorite.
Was she wearing the colored one, like the multicolored, like?
The red.
Wait, my favorite outfit was Katy Perry.
What? Why are people talking about that? Are they saying
like
it
this
was
thing.
AI?
Yeah, so every year, people like produce like I think for the past like 3 years it's been happening, but like people create like a gaggy Katy Perry AI and then make them, and then she like posts it. I don't know if she has her team do it or something.
Oh my god!
But like, if that was a real outfit and that wasn't AI, she would have won. And like, she's been making questionable decisions lately.
Yeah.
And I was really like let down to know that that was not real. Because I'm like, damn, Queen.
Yeah, it was cute.
We
Did
up
you
for 5 minutes.
Right. Cardi B looked amazing. And then I liked Emma Chamberlain's outfit too.
Oh, yes. Emma
Yeah.
Chamberlain, I think she was my favorite. And I'm not just saying that because like the gag of it all, like the YouTuber to fucking Vogue pipeline, like
Right.
literally, like I think it was such a American gaggy moment.
Yeah.
It really was.
An American gaggy
It
moment.
was.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like I did see Cardi B's look. Oh, yes. I saw Cardi B's look. This was fabulous. Who designed her? What did you think of Kim's chrome hearts?
It's like all right. It's cute.
Yeah. It was like iconic to do chrome hearts for Met Gala.
Yeah.
Like I don't have people done that? I just don't
have
pay
no idea.
attention. Like what we were talking about on the Patreon, like things like the Met Gala for me, like I'd be so interested and so involved if it was like me going, but like
You're like, I don't care.
as a
what other people are doing,
bystander,
yeah.
as a bystander, I truly can't care because first of all, if I do care, I'm just gonna like feel like shit about myself that I feel like I'm not maybe in the spot in my career I want to be.
Oh,
And
okay.
did you see that TikTok of like that like nurse, and she was like posting all the pictures of the Met Gala to this sad song, and it was like all about how like she's like jealous of like, or not jealous, but like sad that like people her age are farther than her. And she was
my
like this
God,
video of her,
no.
like it was like all these pictures of these people at the same age as her at the Met Gala, and then like cut to her like coming home as a nurse, and it was just like,
Wait, that's so sad.
I know, but the caption was something along the lines that like she's like her passion is in creative, so I just get like that. Like if I'm super involved in something, like I couldn't be super involved in like any of that, because then I feel like I'd just be like, damn, you had to drink, Trevi, didn't you?
Girl, you're like literally 5. You have so much time.
The retinol.
The retinol of it all. Your journey's perfect. Everyone's perfect.
Your journey's perfect.
Thank you. I do love just observing the fashion from afar. And you know what? We all know, hey, guess what? It's that time where I bring up Megan Thee Stallion again. We all know that I'm a fan. I'll say I would love, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this.
Wait.
I loved her outfit. Was like, it was like a big fur coat, titties, jewels. Like obviously her hair looked amazing.
Her makeup looked amazing too.
She looked incredible, obviously. I would love to see her in like an outfit that just like strips away the male gaze. You know what I mean? And
So
I'm
you
not
didn't like
saying,
her outfit?
I'm not saying she's doing it for men. She's obviously doing it for herself, but I want to see her in like a tailored suit, boss. Like I'm gonna f you up. I think she definitely followed the theme, and I think she looked amazing and on brand. Do not get me wrong.
Next week you're just gonna be like the mag.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
You're
I'm
like,
gonna
I
cut
don't
this
know her
out.
anymore.
I loved what she wore. Obviously,
Well, I told you that if I need to bully Gaga, if I know her potential, like actually not bully her, but I
Right.
get you want her to slay.
I don't know. I guess I'm projecting because I've been kind of trying to dress less. I don't know, less catery to the male gaze in my everyday life, just to try it out. Kind of like lean into the inner mask.
Male gaze, word of the day. Huh?
I know. I've said it like 30 times.
I took a selfie before here, and I go, "Is this look cute?" She goes, "It's giving male gaze."
I know. I'm just like, I'm being so anti-woman. Oh my God.
Wait,
take everything
anti-woman?
back. Yeah. Because
You're
I'm saying
being-
like, I'm not being like, oh, you're dressing for the male gaze. I'm just saying,
Did
you know
something
what?
happen?
I'm never going to talk again. Lord.
Oh.
Let's talk about that. I'm like passionate about this.
Okay. I
I
am too.
loved Lord's outfit.
Yes.
Also, I saw a little blurb. I didn't see the interview, but Lord was like, I feel like a man and a woman. And I said, go the fuck off. 'Cause
And I
love
said,
that.
"I've been both."
Real.
And I said,
Yeah.
"What was that?"
I've been in my Lord era. I cannot stop listening to Lord.
I love that you like
Savior.
just discovered
I
like
know.
Charlie XCX.
I know. I
and
discovered
Lord.
Brat last week, and I'm like, wait, this is actually incredible.
No, but it's like because I know that you would love these things.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you're like
It takes me a
stepping
while,
into that.
yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved Lord's outfit. And did you see the video of Doechii?
She was in like a box with like a bunch of umbrellas while she was leaving the hotel. Is it because like people don't want to like ruin their outfits or like the photo moment, right? That's why everyone when they left the hotel they're like in huge coats, right? Which is iconic.
Yeah.
mind you.
I mean, honestly, it's like we don't know the whole situation. She literally has a song about her anxiety. I can't imagine how stressful that day is. Like, give the girl some grace and let her have her moment. She looked amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. She looked incredible. Guys, I hate to interrupt you in the middle of this episode, but if you can like this video, comment, subscribe, and ring the little notification bell. I know it sounds like a lot, but it takes 2 seconds. It'll really help our YouTube channel grow, and they'll push us out to more like-minded people like you.
Short intermission.
Kate yelled at me.
Well, you wouldn't get your earring on, and then I had to step up and do it and coach it. And that's fine.
You did have
And
to
that's
coach it.
fine.
God forbid a bitch wants to elevate their look. Okay, but what I was gonna say. So she like, we finished that? Oh yeah. So everyone leaves wearing these big coats. What I found to be like so interesting is I found so many influencers posting TikToks that were like, "Get ready with me to go to the Met Gala," and then like halfway through the video, they're like, "Well, I'm not actually going to the Met Gala. I'm just going to like the Arby's after party or whatever."
Arby's? It's crazy.
Or whatever brand it was, right? And I'm just like, obviously, maybe I'm like a weeny bit jealous.
Right.
But it's like, girl, that hook pissed me off.
Kind of genius.
Could you imagine if I was like, get ready with me to perform at Coachella, and then halfway through I'm like, well, I'm actually just dancing in the crowd.
Kind of a genius idea. You should have done that. Run it back. Yeah, that is interesting.
Did you not see any of those types of videos?
Not one.
The only person who I was like really gagged, and I was like, damn, you deserved to be there, was Alex Consani. Like,
was she at the Met Gala?
She did the carpet, full look.
Oh my God,
everything.
I didn't even know that.
Beautiful.
I guess I didn't do my research enough.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Smart thinking cap comes on as soon as the earrings are on.
Right. Oh, good. Yeah, she does deserve it.
She does, because I'm like, you use your personality to push your actual like line of work and like being a supermodel and being trans and breaking the odds, and like look at you like at the Met Gala.
That's
it's so
crazy.
Gaggy.
Yeah.
It's so American gaggy.
Yeah, you want to talk about American gaggy moment.
Yeah. So all in all, we were met with some harsh realities.
Get into that.
I don't know how I'm gonna segue that, but I just wanted to say, like, I keep coming across also these videos and these TikToks of celebrities' faces or just like their pictures of them at the Met, or even just not at the Met, but at the Met specifically is what I've been seeing, and like, obviously a fucking expensive ass camera, and depending on the lighting and close up, and if people altered the image, but it's like I saw a lot of videos highlighting celebrities' skin texture.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that makes me feel better, because it's like, I don't need to put someone down to feel better, obviously, but it makes me feel...
It's nice to see.
It's nice to see, like, human skin.
Yeah, not a Paris filter. I saw that one of Sydney Sweeney. Is that what you're talking about?
I saw all of them. I found like a slideshow.
Sydney Sweeney, and people were like, I just hate the comment section because they're just like, oh my God, ew. And I'm like, girl, she still looks stunning. I saw one of Kim and people were like, she's aging. And I was like, first of all, she literally is. Everybody is. And it's a privilege, you fucking bozos. Like, I don't, like, it's so.
I saw the Kim one too.
And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, first of all, half of her face isn't even in it because her like face is being covered by a hat. And they're like, Jesus Christ. And it's like, can we just get to a point where that's not the only goal a woman should have, is to look 18 forever? Like, why is that? It's so crazy, especially since moving to LA. Man. It's like, it's everywhere. And I know we talk about that, but I'm like, the damn comments, they're like, they're aging before our eyes. And I'm like, no shit. That's literally what happens. And that's literally, I'm like, and I get why everyone just like stuffs their face with the filler and the Botox of it all, because the pressures are bananas. And then you go online and you see, God forbid, half a smile line, and everyone's losing their goddamn mind. And it's like,
I am everyone.
Everyone in question. And it's disheartening, and it's not what we should focus on. And I've had enough.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I didn't go to the Met Gala. It was too much.
That's what it is.
I was like, I don't want people.
It was just over. I mean, it was just refreshing to see that, like, there isn't and it was just refreshing to see like some human skin. Also, mind you, like, these makeup artists are trained to do these people for pictures. Like, this isn't supposed to look good in person or up close. Like, it's supposed to be super full coverage, super high contrast, like with the outfit. It's supposed to be like for a photo, not like a headshot.
Yeah, I mean, even on this podcast, I slather on the foundation.
Dare I say same.
Lights, camera, action. So
just if you guys are struggling with that, or like comparing yourself to that, I do that too.
And it's like, who isn't? Because it's actually everywhere, and it's insane and scary. And I will say, you know that girl Ari Kitsia?
Yes. Yeah.
Hashtag does O to the F and is like an influencer. I think she's dating Young Gravy. I digress. I really like how she talks about like the amount of filters she uses and like all the surgery.
Yeah,
and she
I've
goes
seen
like
those.
in depth and she's like, I literally have 2 filters on. And I'm like, I know what they are. It's the beauty filter and CapCut Smooth. Memorized
Hey,
it. All I know is we're in hell, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
yeah. The priorities are all type of messed up, but we're doing our best.
Yeah. We sure are, Captain.
You know what is crazy about all of that is this is our 69th episode. Come on now.
I forgot about that.
I know. And
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
all that shit about everyone being obsessed with their skin being poreless. Let's get literally freaky and get into all the essence of episode 69.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but it is giving 69th episode.
That's crazy.
How do you feel about that? Has it felt like it's been 69 whole episodes?
I gotta be honest with you, feels like it's been more.
180.
Not in a bad way. Like
180.
I'm like, damn, it's only been 69 episodes.
I know.
And I'm like, I cannot believe. Like, I get why people start a podcast and then stop it.
Oh.
Because it's like so much work. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm literally never stopping. So everyone sub to the Patreon so we can not stop. But
Real.
yeah, I'm honored to be here with you. How do you feel?
I'm honored to be here with you too. Yeah, it does feel like we've done 367 of them, and I love that. I also do understand why people stop a podcast, but I think steady growth has been like such a key factor, and realizing that we have so many of the same people come back every single week.
Yeah.
And it's a really amazing chunk of people, and it has taught me to be like, everything about this podcast has taught me to be so grateful, and especially like just if this is such a completely different area of anything we are both trying to do, like outside of this,
Yeah.
like just with stand up and then like music, like it's such a whole other industry that we're also learning to navigate, but like it's become such clockwork.
Clickety clack, yeah.
Like it's
for real.
It used to be so stressful to me to
you
like
were staying up till like 5 a.m., girl.
and no, I would edit till 5, and then I would be scared that I would sleep through the launch.
Right.
So I'd stay up till noon, remember?
Yeah,
And then
chugging Red Bulls.
like, are you on?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I was like, girl, we don't need to be doing all that. But you know what? It was important to you.
It was, and it's like, hey, edit a day before.
Yeah, not your thing.
Not
and
my
that's
thing.
fine.
Work
and
really
it's still not, but that's okay.
I did really good this week.
You did. You edited a day before.
Yeah, I did.
I
or
was
last
impressed.
week. Well, I think if we're gonna dive deep on the 69 of it all, why don't we talk about all things sexual health and and
I also do want to say one more thing. Like,
please.
you were talking about like our passions outside of it. I am so glad that we have different passions outside of this podcast.
Girl,
I was like, girl, that would not work.
could you imagine if I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a stand-up comedian, and I like,
Which, no, I would love, but I'm like, if we were both, I don't know. It would
if you
get
came
sticky.
in here, if you came in here and told me you were gonna start doing music,
You'd laugh in my face.
no,
Oh.
I would never laugh in your face.
Thank you.
I'd laugh behind your back.
Okay,
No,
stand up.
Hey! Wait. Do we
I'm
switch?
like, no.
Do we switch?
Yeah. Honestly, I can hold a tune, guys.
I know you can't. No, I would support you.
Yeah, I just love that we have like different passions.
It's really beautiful and
It's tea.
refreshing.
Yeah, and it's gonna keep us glued together, and you're never leaving.
Unless I make you have to put on an earring.
Right. Oh, true. Because that almost just ended this podcast. But anyways,
The whole thing.
that was crazy. I actually did get mad. That was weird. Sorry.
So weird. Like, holy
Okay. God forbid.
God forbid a girl forgets to put an earring on.
I know.
Um,
That triggered me clearly. Clearly.
Okay, so like sexual health. Like,
Right.
let's talk about it.
Please. Please. I feel like I've gotten into before on this podcast how I don't have a lot of intercourse for multiple reasons, but one of them is I'm so scared of everyone because bitches lie about getting tested. They just don't get tested, or they just never used protection in their life, and it's horrifying.
It's the fact that is so common.
Nobody uses protection. I swear. And honestly, this might be like weird of me, but I worry about my girls. So anytime anyone tells me about their sexual excursions, I'm so excited for them, but I'm always like, you use a condom? And they always say no. And they're like, Kate, no, why would I do that? And I'm like, no.
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm like, please use one. Like, I'm imploring everybody, please use a condom. Please, please, please. No one's going to listen.
And on top of that, like, y'all get pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I haven't even gotten into that.
But I'm
talking about the STDs of it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, pregnancy is a whole nother thing. And I'm as a godmother, you can't be doing that.
I feel like in the past, not recently, obviously, but like I feel like not when I first started transitioning, like somewhere in the middle, where I was like having sex for a moment, like people like when I would ask someone to put on a condom, like they would look at me like.
I know,
like I was asking them to like separate like California and Arizona with like a axe,
and
like
you basically are. And then you feel weird about it. You're like, "Am I a loser?" And it's like, no, I just don't want to literally die. Because if you don't use a condom, you'll die, and it's true.
You could.
You literally could. That's the thing. I'm like, for what? 18 minutes of thrusting? Don't. Just
if you're lucky.
Girl. Yeah, literally 18 is like, no. 8 seconds. But
you ever had a scare?
Pregnancy?
Well, that too, but like a STD scare.
No. I literally, yeah.
Real?
Because my ex-boyfriend, when he cheated on me, I was like, well, I know for damn sure you weren't wrapping that up. So come on now. But I've never had like symptoms. I've only had like a yeast infection, but I can get that. Dude, I get yeast infections from like sniffing bread. So it's like, whatever. What about you?
I've never had a scare. I have.
I'm like, don't leave me hanging. I was honest. Even though I shouldn't feel bad about it because it wasn't my fault. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of my transition, like around the time that I said that I felt like I was asking people to separate Arizona and California with an axe.
Right, which you were.
I had someone tell me that they had gonorrhea.
Okay. Horrible name.
The worst.
Like the worst STD name.
Like,
yeah.
It sounds like someone's like,
I don't even know.
Like really awful, mean conservative grandmother.
Gonorrhea.
Like,
gonorrhea
my
Smith.
Oh my gonorrhea.
Yeah. Yo.
Gonorrhea Smith is so real. Yeah, but it's
name.
I didn't have it, but I think the process of getting STD tested, for safety, I recommend anybody sexually active, condom or no condom, get it done.
Oh yeah.
Condoms break, honey.
Girl, literally. And also just like for your own health.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
What happened to that?
Don't know.
It's it takes a certain amount of like braveness to just get swabbed up like that. Because especially if you're not just doing if you're doing a full panel, just like a good full panel for the sake of your mind, it is a vulnerable moment.
It's so scary and it's like so embarrassing no matter how many, I don't know. Anytime I've gone to get tested, even though it's like good, I don't know why I still feel this like ounce of shame. And I shouldn't.
Yeah, no. You shouldn't.
At all.
You shouldn't.
It's like when guys are weird about girls like having condoms. You know that?
Girl,
has a guy ever...
if you're carrying them
they're like, whoa.
They're like, what are you doing with that?
And I'm like, you've actually never had one in your life, so I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, they're super weird about it. I personally... Wow, that's crazy. Talking's crazy.
They're like, you top? I'm like, no.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no, that's bananas.
That's funny. Have you ever 69'd?
Girl, why am I in my wholesome era?
I know, same.
I know. It's like...
Wait, I'm cutting this whole part out.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about sex.
Me neither.
What's your worst sexual experience? That's like funny and not horrible. That's
I ain't telling you jack.
I'll tell one.
You'll tell one?
Yeah.
I think what really just like grinds my gears, and this has only happened like once, and I really have just been so cautious about it. I like to get a basis of like, or I like to tell them like a basis of who I am, and that includes the recovery aspect, because like if you're like, I understand that in society like drunk sex is such a huge thing. Like people go out and then they're like texting people and they're trying to hook up with people, and that's just how it is in people's 20s. It's not how it works for me. I'm a sober girl, and it's like if somebody is trying to do something that I'm talking to, and someone wants to come over and they're like, oh, I was just at dinner, or I was out, and it's like they're like, oh, I'm not even drunk, and they know about my recovery. I had one time where like 2.5, maybe 3 years ago, where someone came over that I was talking to, and they were so faced.
Oh my god.
And it was just like oh god. It's like making me cringe just think about it. Like walked into my house like with a beer in the hand.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, wait. Are we actually legit tone deaf here?
Right.
I was what, mind you, a year and a half sober.
I would not be okay.
Imagine?
No, absolutely not.
And knowing about that too, it's like
it's so disrespectful.
I immediately was just like talking, and then I just like shut it down, and then I sent his ass home. But like, oh my god. So that wasn't necessarily like a sexual experience, but I hate when people lie about that. Especially knowing it's like, it's not that it's triggering to me, it's like we're on different planets. We're not gonna have a beautiful sexual moment.
Yeah.
You're not on the same radio station as me.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. What about you?
I feel like I told the one about me getting my period in that guy's bed, right? It was awful anyways. And then I stole his sweatshirt, and he was like, can you give that back? But
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
you're like, what was that?
Yeah, what was that? In college, it was so weird. I was dating this man, and by that I mean I was literally obsessed with him, and he'd only hit me up at 3 a.m. And we were like smooching in his bed, and his roommate like came in with another girl, and they started like fully having intercourse. And I was like, whoa. And I ran out, and he was like, don't be weird. And I was like, how is it? How am I weird? And he was just like, he's just doing his thing. And I was like, there's something LGBT going on here.
There is something so.
I'm like, me and her need to leave and leave y'all together.
Y'all need to. Y'all need to. Open a deli with all that sausage.
Girl,
Honey.
I was like, that's so. And apparently that's like a thing that a lot of men do in college.
Wait.
They just like hook up in the same room.
Oh, well, wasn't there the one story that you were telling too, where like someone like knocked on the door when you were in like high school, and they're like, oh wait, I didn't mean to open the door, but if you want me to join, I can. I'm like,
twice.
Again, something LGBT, incredibly LGBT
Girl,
is happening
he's
here.
like, you can leave, Kate, honestly.
He's like, actually,
honestly,
live your truth.
But yeah, and the thing with that guy is like, when I tell you, I was like in love with this man, mind you. And then recently, I don't know why, like a clip came up of him on TikTok, and he's not famous at all. And he was like on a podcast, and it's like it had like 3 likes, which is cool. But I'm just saying he's like not a figure at all. And he was talking about like his wife and kids, and I was like,
what was that?
Yeah, I was like, I know what you did because I was there.
Right.
No, but it's like, wow, you really got a wife. That's crazy, and kids.
Yeah.
And like, I'm a godmother now, so.
You are a godmother now.
Yeah. Anyways, it's always jarring and weird to see people you have a past with on social media. And I'm just gonna say,
yeah, a simple from your contacts popping up when you're I'm
Girl,
like, what
can
was
you imagine
that?
what people think of us when they see us on social media?
They're like they're stars.
They're like
incredibly famous.
They're
and hot.
like, she is not okay. What happened to her? No, yeah, we are stars.
I love seeing people from the sober living swipe up on my story of like new 6FA episode out now, and it's like me and you. Like, I just gag over it every time. Do you ever think about that? Or do you just like, because I always think about the girls that were in the house that like,
I know, I wonder what they think.
You were like you were feeding them like
I know.
pills, and
What is she doing now?
then they're just like, wait, they made it up. Like, no, but I love just like seeing that development and like seeing them there and seeing them support us. Like I love it.
I know.
But what I will say about the 69 of it all to close this segment out, I do not enjoy a 69.
Okay.
I have done a 69 before, I fear. And in theory, it's always good to knock something off the bucket list, right?
Yeah.
But I prefer oxygen. And when it's giving, hey, I can't even see your face.
Girl, your butt is in their face. It's really vulnerable. Wait.
Well, we have different 69s.
Okay, wait.
We have different moving parts. But when
We both have a butt. Wait, what are you talking about?
I mean, unless I don't love a moment where it's like everything's so entangled and, you know, my face is buried in someone's, like, it's just like, I prefer, like, if I'm going to do shit like that, like, that's a vulnerable ass thing. Like, I like to see, I'm a very visual person, and like, I'm sorry, your scrotum's on my eyeballs. Like, I can't see a fucking thing,
and
dog.
it's like, treat us like ladies.
And it's like, I realized in that moment, I go, hey, so I've never felt more degraded in my life.
Realize.
No, realize.
Analyze.
Scrotum on my eyes. I'm like, wait, is this salmon sperm? I'm like, the new Metacube, and I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Do you keep getting those on TikTok?
No. I thought you were just
the
saying
fucking Cube salmon sperm skincare.
No, there's a new
Girl.
skincare dropped.
Girl.
What happened to the placenta?
We're
That
far
flopped.
past that. No.
Placenta flop.
Salmon sperm is up right now. People are going to med spas and getting salmon sperm injected into their face. I'm gonna do it.
Wait, I'm done.
I want to do it so bad.
Really?
Because
What are
it's
the
like,
benefits?
like full on collagen turnover and like getting rid of
They say
wrinkles.
about everything.
I know they do, but
But this one's different.
But this one's different.
Right.
No, I don't know. I feel like I'd have to like see it to believe it. I just think I like that it's not a filler. I think that if I'm gonna get a needle in my face, I'm like
it's a needle moment.
Yeah. But you can also do topical. But like I think I'm in like the anti-filler era. I think if I'm gonna like add volume to my face, I want to like maybe do like, if I were to want to do that, like do like a PRF moment where they like take your own blood and like make your own collagen out of your own. I just don't like that, because I got all my filler dissolved like in the lower half of my face recently, and it was just like, I feel like I looked so much younger after I did it.
What was that?
No,
Yeah.
What was that?
Y'all are injecting salmon sperm into
agreeing?
your face. No.
See, it was bad, but you know what? I made the
No,
right
what do you
decision.
mean? You're literally so stunning always.
So are you.
You're perfect. And you don't need salmon sperm. But if you wanted it, I wouldn't judge you for that.
That's my idea of a 69.
Salmon sperm injections.
Salmon
to the
sperm
face,
injections.
Right? Something to think about. How much is it? Probably $1.
It's probably $1.
And then there's like the PRF where they're just like jamming needles into your face. Good
What
God.
was that? Guys, it's the last time I'm going to interrupt this episode, but we have a brand new bonus episode on our Patreon. We're now at 16 episodes on Patreon, so if you can't get enough of 6 Feet Above, head on over to patreon.com/6 Feet Above, and we have a bunch of content there waiting for you. We're a self-funded podcast, so it means the world to us when we have your support. Back to the episode.
I've said too much.
Should we offer our chest?
Yeah, we got a treat for y'all.
Yeah, we got a treat for y'all.
Double whammy. Take it away.
All right, guys, we're going to get into the segment called Off Our Chest. If you don't know what that is, it's where we rave about something positive or rant about something negative that happened to us this week. I believe Kate and I have 2 this week. I'm going to start. Paintgate is what I'm going to be calling this.
Milk glass.
Milk glass. I'm team milk glass.
I've been team milk glass for a while. Oh my
I was
God.
editing last week's episode with my mom next to me. She almost peed herself.
Really?
When you go, don't tell me you got an eggshell.
It's like, why'd I say that? I really just say shit and then it ends up really bad.
And she's dying. And then you go, no, I'm team milk glass. And she was dying because she helped me pick the shade. So obviously she's very aware of what
She's
milk
team
glass
milk
is.
glass.
She's team milk glass.
Yeah, and all of you
I'm
should
not
be.
even sure if I'm team milk glass after seeing it on the walls.
Girl, this is hell. We're in
What
hell.
was that? But it's like, it's so much cleaner and so much better than what was there. And I could always add like accent walls if I wanted to, or always down the line do something different. I think it's out with the old and with the new. So that the previous owner's energy is out of the walls. Like, it's covered up with brand new salmon sperm. Like,
Right.
basically there was the paint that was on the walls was like older paint, and it was a different type of paint. The way that he was explaining it to me was like after I already left, because I left for the weekend, right? And I didn't want to be there because I know that there would be tarps and all over my couch. I brought the cat to San Diego. I'm like, you do you, King. Like, I'm gonna be gone and I'm gonna be back when you're done. And by like the second day, he like says that like he did everything right, like with the primer and with the coats and everything. And it's like the paint wasn't like taking it correctly. So it might have had like, he either said it was like a peel of sorts, like it was like a peelable thing that shouldn't have been on the walls, or that there was like epoxies or something that's like an older paint, and that's why I wasn't taking it. So he's like, I have to do like more layers for it to like, for the old color to not peek through. And I'm like, that's fine, King. Like, live your truth. Like, you're already there. I'm already in San Diego. Like, let's knock it out of the park. And I was told it was supposed to be done Monday, and then he's like, yeah, it'll be done Wednesday. And then it's like, obviously I know this is not his fault. Like, we're just cleaning up what was like there. But it's obviously like really frustrating that I ended up having to be gone for 6 days, and today's Thursday, and they're still there working on it and finishing it right now, and potentially have to come back in the morning for final touches. And it's, you know what, a work in progress. It was an impulsive moment, as we know, as
Right.
we talked about, where I was like, I just want to like put my mind on like a project that'll like make me feel brand new. And I think I'm going to feel like that once it's all done. But like getting ready for the podcast today, like when there's a house full of like grown men.
Oh my God.
And it was just like,
zoinks.
I couldn't run around naked like I normally do with my outfits and like throwing them. And then like, because when I get ready for the podcast, it's a mess. Like it's outfits thrown up, hanging on the ceiling fan. I literally was like, okay, what can I do? I found this top in my suitcase from San Diego that I didn't wear. I go throw on the jeans and a kitten heel, honey, we're out.
Screw it.
Screw it.
Yeah.
And that's the most real thing I've heard all 2025.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm not frustrated at the people. I think I'm just frustrated that like, I just want it to be clean, and I have my cat trapped in my room, and that's just, unfortunate. It's a lot of paint flakes and shit everywhere I gotta clean. But what was that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you don't know how good you have it until a bunch of men are painting in your house.
You don't realize how much you miss millennial gray.
Real.
Until milk glasses on the walls.
Real.
Wait.
Real. Absolutely. Is that your piece?
That's my first piece, so you go.
My first piece is going to be really vulnerable.
Okay.
Not actually, but actually. So as you know, I'm going home to be a godmother. Hey, guess what? And I'm saying this because it's going to come out after the #baptism. But she texted me and the godfather being like, hey, can you, because I got to get a bunch of stuff. I got to get a dress for the baby, sheets and whatnot. She was like, hey, can you come over tomorrow and bring over the stuff? You think I've bought any of that yet? I was going to buy it morning of.
Oh.
So I said, that's kind of crazy. The thing with me is like, she asked me to be the godmother, and I'm gonna be. Now I'm terrified I'm gonna be like a deadbeat godmother, because I'm very like last minute. I just kind of show up and do my best, and I really fear that I'm not gonna be a good enough godmother because I'm also a 6-hour plane ride away.
Well, you know what? If I could give you any advice on that, what do you need to get?
Well, I just need to get a dress and a white sheet.
This like. I feel like this stuff is on Amazon that you could send to your house in
but
Boston.
You need it from like a Greek store.
Okay, what if it's a Greek store that sells on Amazon?
I'll figure it out. But I'll say like, also like, dude, between you and me and
everyone else,
yeah, like, I'm not good with babies, and this is really vulnerable because like I low key think I want kids one day, which is like crazy.
Okay.
Whenever I hold like kids, I'm good with. If you can talk, because I'm like, oh, what's that? What's that toy? What's that? It's like so easy. I don't know what the do with a baby.
Yeah.
I held this gorgeous baby that I'm going to be the godmother of. She's fucking bawling her eyes out. And I don't know. I like freak out. And I'm obviously not going to drop it because like that's that. I'm not going to drop the baby. But I'm like, every time I hold a baby, it just cries. And I try to rock it. And I try to sing it like a sweet lullaby. And like, it just bursts into tears. And now I'm stressed because I'm like, I got to go to this baptism and I have to hold the baby. I don't even know what I have to do. Could I do my research? Yeah. And I should do that tonight. Dude, I'm just not good with babies. I don't know what to do with them. I'm like, I'm good with dogs. I love a cat. A baby, you got me stumped. And that's embarrassing to say because like, I do want kids. And I'm going to be really good with my baby. And I'm going to be good with this baby because we're going to bond. But it's like, I'm like, why are you crying the second I hold you?
Right. Well, this is just such an intense part of that. And obviously, you don't have to raise this baby.
I feel like I am.
Yeah,
like,
it's not
like,
that. Like, you have to get these, like, ceremonies and stuff out of the way. And then, like, you're going to, like... This is good practice, actually. And this is good for you to, like...
Yeah. I know. It's a good pregame for
kids. It's a good pregame because a lot of people don't get a pregame.
True.
You have the opportunity to, like, tap into, like, how you feel about it and, like, you know, bond with an actual, like, baby.
I'm going to figure out how to be
You're
good
gonna
with
figure
babies.
it out.
Yeah, there's just, like, a lot of layers, a lot of stress, a lot of imposter syndrome going into this weekend. I just really don't want to this up. I just got to show up, do my best, get the stuff, and hold the baby. And it's okay if a baby cries if I hold it because I'm going to learn to be really good with babies.
Well, what did I say last week? When you're leveling up, you can't have that imposter syndrome. You were meant to be this baby's godmother. You're leveling up into godmotherhood. And you get a pregame. How many people can say they got a pregame?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's real.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a second one.
Thank God.
And you inspired me to do it. I went on my own little 3-hour dinner girl date.
Thank God. More of that. More of that. Less babies.
Someone who I know in San Diego that I have a lot of similarities with. So I always see her like when I'm in San Diego. And I always say like, I'd love to hang out with you like when I have like free time. And I had a lot of free time because my house was getting painted. And I was like, hey, do you want to go get dinner? Like just girl dinner.
Right.
And we went to such a beautiful restaurant. Mind you, I forgot to get your name, Queen, but the hostess at the front was gagging
I
that
thought
I
you were
was
talking
there.
about her. I was like, what
What?
do you mean you forgot her name?
Oh.
Like, what?
No, the hostess, I forgot her name, but she was gagging that I came in. She was so sweet.
Oh, she knew you?
Yes, and she
Dang.
gave me the best seat in the whole restaurant. Mind you, this restaurant's like on the ocean. So she like put me outside at our own fireplace, like
Oh
with
my
the sunset.
God. Romantic.
I know, but like so like girly, like
Yeah.
like we don't like. The thing I really loved about this dinner is that like there are a lot of things on my mind right now that I just am working through, and I'm trying my best to work through them and not distract myself. And things like that, such as like a simple bond and like talking about those things and like hearing her experiences and just like we shared a lot of life experiences that were very, very parallel, and it was just so refreshing. And she's so grounded. Like it's just such a grounded, like normal human being, and that's like
So refreshing.
I'm like, I would never meet someone like you
Ever.
out here,
No.
ever. And no shade, because the girlies out here, they have a dream and they have a quirk to them, including me.
Come on, quirk.
They got a quirk to them, including me, but I know how to turn that off. Some people don't know how to turn the quirk off.
Girl,
honey.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? It's just so refreshing to see someone live such a similar life as me with just real goals and real personality. And by hour 2, like I was bawling my eyes out in the middle of this
my
restaurant.
God.
The things we were talking about, I've never felt so validated. Ew.
Wait,
It just
cute.
like I felt really alone that day.
Yeah.
And we planned that yesterday, and it was so, it just made me understand like how important it is to stick together as women and like not fight over these beasts that are men. And because it's like 95% of them at the end of the day like don't realize our worth and like
at all.
And that was like crazy statistics, so don't take that to the
it's been proven
the fact checkers
by us.
But like when it comes down to it, it's like sometimes it feels that like all we have is ourselves or each other, and it's a lot easier to have each other.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? So it really just I've had drama in friendships with women, as you probably have too. We all have.
Girl, yeah.
I mean, I understand like hashtag male gaze, like you know, but it was so important to me and it literally changed my life. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like that is like that's a friend now.
Oh my God, cute.
Yeah. And that was the first time we ever like sat down and like actually just like hung out.
Yeah.
And you inspired me to do that because about your 3-hour day. I didn't realize it was actually going to be 3 hours, but I was like WWKD.
Oh my God, you're too good to me. Yeah, the 3 hours, it changes everything. And like it is, I will say, like, it's so hard to meet people here because we're all chasing a dream here. It's so hard to meet someone like genuinely grounded and refreshing and like doesn't give a fuck about like all the shit that LA stands. Not LA, but doesn't give a fuck about like the cloud of it all. And
I know, I feel bad. I feel like I've clouded you. You're texting me. You're like 6 of 10.
I'm like, why aren't our views up? No, no, I am becoming a monster. But I will say, like,
that quirk to you.
I will say, like, yeah, my 3-hour date I had with the girl I'm doing my weekly comedy show with June 5th show up. But yo, and our next topic was gonna be friends, so I'll just go into that.
Well, do you have another one?
Oh, my off my chest is literally. I do have an off my chest.
Okay.
And it's about the weekly show. So I'm doing a weekly comedy show with my friend OJ, and I'm really excited because what I want is like, I want to build up these comedy shows so much that we can like book so many comics that like don't get the recognition they deserve. Totally. You know what I mean? And it's like,
you want to be able to have that space for them.
Yeah, I want to like build it up, and like I want to book people that I think are hilarious, not just because they can pull a crowd. So
yeah, or get like Reels views.
Right. So you know what? We're working on building that up. So, and I just want it to be such a nice, welcoming space because, girl, as you know, I talk about these open mics every week. Like, dare I say, I went to one yesterday. Guess what? Had another bad experience. It was just like some of these mics are just like so cliquey and boys club, and you just like, no one talks to you, no one looks at you, and it just feels so intimidating. And you're like, why am I even doing comedy? This sucks. And it's like, I want these shows to be so loving, so accepting, just like a good positive energy where everyone's happy. So we're going to build up these shows. We're going to book comics that don't get the recognition they deserve.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing and gorgeous. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, we wanted to get into, speaking of the dates, just like
the friend dates.
Yeah, just like making friends in general, because hashtag it is for me with making friends. Like I need it to be so natural. Like I cannot force that shit at all. So it's like, it takes a while for me to like make a friend. Like I feel like I just started making friends in LA. Like it took legit 2 years because I was lucky I moved in with Gabby and Harper Rose. So it was like instant friends. And then I had you, but like that was literally it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't like leaving my house, and like I'm so not a fan of like following up with people and being like, hey, we should meet. I just like, I need it to be natural.
Yeah.
So I keep less friends, less problems. But literally it's so hard moving to like just making friends in general. It's so hard because I feel like it's so rare to find someone you legit have a genuine connection with.
I know.
I'm like, with people with like 10 friends, I'm like, what's going on? Where's that? That's insane.
Yeah.
How do you have 10 genuine connections with people? You do. I don't get it.
Well,
Good for you, though.
Not on a daily basis.
I'm an
have,
acquired taste.
I probably have like truthfully that I could call about anything like 5.
Yeah, same.
But like we have extended friends, obviously.
Well, yeah, I got friends, but like I don't want to like.
Backtracking.
I'm like, I promise I have friends.
Backtracking.
No, but like I'm talking the genuine hoes that you can really be your full self with. Very rare to find.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not great at it.
I mean, I don't even want to say that I'm great at it either, because like the only time I feel like I make friends or meet people is when I'm out here or like at tenants or like at an event, and it's like it's everyone in the same space, and I really, really like making friends with people who are not in my industry.
Right.
I also love to make friends with people who are in my industry because, as we know, #networking queen. But like, it's so rare sometimes for me to be like, like I really love you. Like, I'd love to see you in the daytime, because it feels like 98% of them are not down
Right.
for a daytime moment. And I'm even that girl sometimes where it's like someone's like, hey, do you want to go on this hike? And I'm like, yes, I'd rather die.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah. So it's like it's about the aligning of the moods, and if you're both down, it's never really personal, I feel.
No.
But like it was so easy to make this friendship, and I almost want to say it's because it's San Diego.
True.
It's just different types of people and different types of places.
Yeah, totally.
It's
so nice.
It was just really nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see my home friends tomorrow, because like they don't give a about any of this LA
Good.
shit. They're like, what the are you doing? It's so nice, and they just like know me so deeply. I might go to Spain with them this summer.
Madrid! Wait, it's getting bulk film, because I think I'm literally going like.
Are you going to Spain?
Europe. I just need to.
Yeah. They were like, we should go to Greece. And I'm like, honestly, not ready to go
You're
back.
like, I'm not ready yet.
Because if I text him and he doesn't respond, it's going to ruin my whole trip.
Yeah. Well, I have an exercise for you. If you think you would text him while you're there,
why
don't you just text him now and say you're there?
Trial reel.
Trial reel. That's a trial reel.
And what? But what if he's like, let's hang out, and I'm just not in Greece?
You should be like,
giving book a ticket.
Then you say, I'm here for a quick shoot. But I'll be back in 2 weeks.
It's giving worldwide.
And then you'll upload your photos from that one photographer and then just tag the location.
Tag Greece. The photographer's like, what?
You're like, I heard if you put that location, like, does that or something.
Oh no, I can just like Photoshop myself on the beach.
Next to the Acropolis.
Yes! Wait.
You start sobbing.
I miss him.
I
really don't. His Instagram presence has been really weird. He like only posts shirtless pics of him like flexing.
Oh.
I'm like, what happened, babe?
Can I see a picture of him again?
Yeah.
But
Hope
you know
like
what, Kate? Like,
man.
I know you're over this person, but it's so real.
And it doesn't sound like I am. But
No. But it's so real, because like there's nothing more frustrating than something that like a connection that you felt so deeply, and but you know the other person felt it. Like you just with magnetizing like feelings that you just know, like not an ounce of doubt in your soul.
Yeah.
So the switch up is traumatizing.
Yeah, like I know that you're in love with me. Follow back.
Whoa, she doesn't even follow him.
And yeah, he's balding. Whatever.
Who the do you know that is liking his photos?
My hometown friends that they're like in the similar family. It's a whole Greek thing.
But I understand what you mean. Like it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. We've all been there. I've been there.
I'm over it.
Over it.
Yeah, but like I am like, should I go back to Greece?
Yeah, trial reel him. Just be like, hey, I'm here. And they'd be like, I actually got booked for a Savage X Fenty.
Right. In Greece.
In Greece. They're doing a Mykonos shoot.
You can just lie sometimes, you know?
Lyle reel.
Lyle reel.
Right.
Baby.
How long have we been filming for?
T-City. Population us.
T-City population us. Are you out of your... Well,
yes.
30 of those minutes is, right?
Us fighting. T City. Us.
Hey, also, I do want to bring up something. So you guys remember how last week I like impulsively said that like I want you guys to make compilations of this podcast and then post them on TikTok, and whoever gets the most likes, we will call you on the show.
God forbid.
We forgot to give you like any specific details about posting that. So I would just put it under hashtag 6 feet above pod. Make sure you tag the podcast, tag Kate and I, so we know. We're keeping an eye on it. We see that you guys have started, and we are absolutely in love. We've seen a few deceiving clips.
Wait. The one of, I'm talking about the comedian, and they just put Matt Rife's face on it.
It's not about Matt Rife.
I've never met him.
But I do like whoever's running that account
Genius.
Because T-City population them.
T-City population them, yeah.
Yeah, so because that'll get an algorithm going.
I know, but it's not believable. Matt Rife only goes for the petite blondes.
But T-City population
T-City
you.
population us. Right.
So yeah, just put it under hashtag 6 feet above pod, tag Kate and I in the podcast. No specific deadline on that. I'm thinking we're going to be doing it like all month. And I'll obviously, Kate and I will repost our favorite ones and interact with them just because we've loved what we've seen so far. And we just really appreciate that you guys believe in us the same way that we believe in ourselves.
I know, it means a lot.
And we're not going to give up. So we
We're
love
not
you.
giving up.
T-City population you.
Hello.
Heyo. Okay, well, back to what I was saying about like friendships, or what we were saying about friendships and friendships with women in particular, and our trauma, or my trauma, I'm not going to put that on you, with them. Why don't we do a quick little speed round of things not to do in a friendship? So this is not a girl's girl speed round.
Love.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't f your best friend's ex.
Don't put women down in front of men to make you look better.
That's T population them.
Yeah. T-City. Don't do little sneak disses, little sneak jabs.
Don't leave your entire friend group just because you're in a relationship.
More on that. More on
T-City
that.
population, that couple.
Yeah. Literally.
Or, yeah.
Don't post bad pictures of them without running it by them first. Rude.
Don't face app yourself and not me.
That's
I've
crazy.
seen it happen.
That's crazy.
Because it's giving AI city population you, and I'm over here looking like a Met Gala up close.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And that's, you know what, and I'm inspiring
Yeah.
the masses.
Hello. Don't meet your icons. Like, what are we even saying at this point?
Don't DM a trans person. I posted a story of me holding a bag of chips and dancing, and I said, just a girl with my chips. And this girl, a cis woman, responded with, just a girl who's a man. Transphobia
Excuse
city
me?
population, yo.
No, literally transphobia city.
Yeah. It's like, imagine like a whole woman like DMing you that. Like, that's not a girl's girl.
That is not a girl's girl at all. What the frick?
But she kind of ate me up.
No, she literally did.
Like, she ate me up in like red pill world. Like,
I posted a reel, so I guess we're going into minimal intelligence because this is just that. Guys, we basically read horrible comments or DMs we get for this segment called Minimal Intelligence. And I got one that said, Def left one bigger. About
what the fuck does that mean?
About my yams. About my...
Oh, definitely.
About the melons. And like, what's crazy is my left one is bigger. And my doctor was once like, said, kind of dropped bars and said the body is not supposed to be symmetrical. Well, I was getting a physical and it had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
So why are you touching my boobs?
But like, the body is not supposed to be symmetrical. And I want more people to know that.
No, and I want more people to know that too. Also, like, everyone's boobs are not symmetrical. That's why one of my implants is 50 cc's bigger than the other one. Because when I was taking estrogen and my natural boobs were growing, they didn't grow symmetrically. Symmetrically?
Yeah.
But still, it's like, hello? And are you complaining? You would love to have
I know. It's like you would never hold either of them.
And
So let's get into that. You're not my doctor.
you go get
What?
2 watermelons at the produce section. Are you fucking getting the exact same size watermelon? No, they're all
Right.
made differently.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're amazing because they're watermelons.
So true.
And I'm a poet.
Thank you for bringing that up. Someone goes, "Hey, Bozoville called and wants their bozo back." Kind of real.
Someone responded. I'm like looking through our DMs right now because I'm
Yeah.
just trying to find something. And I posted the last week's episode with the link, and then someone responded, "Thank God I almost relapsed."
Oh my God. And it's like, are they joking? We
And
don't
I
even
can't
know.
tell if
I
you guys like, because
know.
we you could see our facial expressions when we joke about it. If you send me that message, honey, I don't know if you're being for real or not.
Yeah.
All I know is that we have some interacting to do with you guys. We're gonna get into the unnamed segment. Someone recommended a good name for this segment. By the way, it was Gaggy something.
Oh, gaggy guidance.
Gaggy.
That's so
guidance.
good.
And
Honestly, should we do it?
I mean, I'll call it that for this episode. You guys, let us know what you think. This is 69 episodes in. We've never named this segment,
I love
and
gaggy
it's almost
guidance.
become a bit. But Gaggy guidance, because imagine if we have this podcast 3 years from now and Gaggy's so out.
Can't be. It's not going to be.
Yeah. All right. So for this episode, we will call it Gaggy guidance. But it is the segment where we answer your questions and advice and queries sent in to us and our Instagram at 6 feet above. So make sure you're following us to know the next time that we post for questions. And follow Kate and I on our Instagrams too, because we also post lots of fun stuff. And why not see our lives?
How do you shave anywhere? I get razor bumps, especially sensitive areas. I'm sick of it.
I'm dealing with a razor bump moment right now, and
Girl.
they're not going away.
So this is my advice. And you're about to get Gagalina Gomez.
And you're about to gaggle.
So bad. It's literally not even funny. Yo, when I tell you, this is what you got to do. And this has helped me like 80% of the time. So I shave using conditioner.
Okay, I've heard
Because
this.
I don't feel like buying razor cream.
Razor cream.
So what is it called?
Shaving cream.
Shaving cream.
Razor cream.
So get your condish or your razor cream and lather your legs in it, shave, immediately exfoliate after. And then when you get out of the shower, immediately lotion everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll probably still get razor bumps because I get them every time, but I don't get them as much.
I have used like a glycolic acid or like an AHA, BHA exfoliant, like a light chemical exfoliant after. That helps. But for some reason, like I'm dealing with it
Yeah.
right now, and it's like they won't go away. There's like these couple, like 3 or 4 little dots on my chin. It's giving see the derm. I'm still handling the back knee situation. I'm just like, am I falling apart? Long story
You look
short,
put together.
I don't have like a real answer for you. I can say though that a chemical exfoliant or physically exfoliating after shaving will decrease.
Yeah.
So-
Like, also, I rarely shave. So when I do, it's kind of smooth city. But if I do like a back-to-back shaving moment, I'm getting the Arby's.
Smooth city population, you. Gagalina Gomez.
Gagalina.
Goigiloine Grande.
Gagiana.
Gagiana Grande. Yeah. Someone said, can you guys do 2 episodes a week? Okay, so we literally do.
Oh, we got something in store for you.
Babe, we literally do. The other one is on our Patreon because like hashtag we need to stay alive because it's a self-funded podcast.
Yeah.
So if you want to go over to the Patreon and subscribe, there's 16 whole episodes there, by the way, you guys.
Bearing our souls, mind you.
Bearing our souls. Things
Yeah.
we would never tell on the damn YouTube.
Yeah.
Bearing our souls. So if you want 16 6-foot what? If you want 16 new 6 feet above episodes, go to the Patreon. Like, God forbid. But that's my answer on that. Because then if he means 2 on the YouTube, that's 3 a week. Honey, I don't have the bandwidth.
Literally, I don't know how we do
I
that.
don't have the bandwidth for one.
Yeah, because one is a lot of work. Because mind you, we both got to edit. Trevi slaying the thumbnails, uploading it to YouTube. Like, girl, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I have something crazy. Or do you have one you like?
Oh, go.
Okay, so this girl was talking about this on my live. I usually go live before the podcast, so clock that. She goes, I'm 18 and my boyfriend says that he's 21, but I found out he's 29. How do I confront him? What do I do? And here's how she found out. I found out on the live. I was getting the tea. He drives for Uber and you have to be 23 and he's been driving for 6 years. So he's been lying and she's 18.
Wait, that's so... I don't have advice for that.
She said, how do I confront him? I show the receipt, be like, what? I looked at this cellular device. What's going on?
But at like lying about your age in a relationship is almost, it's giving fearful. Like I would be, as if this was my situation,
yeah,
I would leave before confronting because I'd be scared. I'm like, if you're going to sit there and lie to me, you're probably a really scary person.
That's an insane thing to
8
do.
years.
She's 18.
Like, that's like someone saying they're 20 and being 30. Like, pretty much. And that's not like 20s and 30s are a completely different brain development.
You cannot lie about that.
You can't.
That's legit so predatory. It's so like insane. Yeah, you gotta go. Your safety is the main priority. So we would love for you to just dip. I don't know if she's gonna do that though.
I would. My advice for your safety is to dip and confront with like a long text or like a FaceTime. Like I don't like, because something mentally can't be correct if that's the lie.
Yeah.
You lie about like a white lie. We love a white lie sometimes if it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Right.
But your age.
Girl, 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Thoughts on a man asking for a girl to pick him up on the first date?
Yo, can you imagine?
Transition city population him.
Like, absolutely not. I would be
Uber
behooved. Yeah.
You should be picking them up.
Like, should you be shining his shoes too? Like, I'm so confused.
Do you want a fucking
rose?
Like a rose? Would you like me to brush your hair? Like, what do you want?
Like, put you on my shoulders as we walk into
at Coachella?
Like,
put you on my shoulders at a music festival?
Like, absolutely not. Not in this house.
I couldn't imagine, but I'm grateful that I don't have to do that today.
I'm so grateful I'm not in an Uber pool with a man. Like,
I'm so grateful I'm not in a pool leaving to get in an Uber because of a man. There's so many different variations you could do of that sentence. Right. I'm so happy I'm not in an Uber crashing into someone's pool and then God forbid the driver was a man. There's so many different variations you could do with that sentence.
Wait, I want to do one.
Okay, do one.
I'm so glad I'm not playing pool and an Uber crashes into the bar I'm playing pool at. Did I make it dark?
No.
Okay.
Nope, that's how we get rid of Barney's.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm grateful for Barney's had a good run, 100 years. I'm grateful to knock out another episode. I'm grateful that I'm milk glassed out.
Facts.
I'm ready for it to be all over. And I'll be so damn grateful the moment my house is cleaned up and freshly painted. Going through the trenches right now, but I know it's going to be worth it and a good feeling. Grateful for my girls, Brie and Kate. Grateful for all of you. Trevi out.
Grateful for my girls too. So grateful that I'm going to be a godmother despite being terrified. And I am so grateful that you guys are coming to my monthly and weekly show. Monthly, May 25th. Weekly, June 5th. It's going to be great. And tickets in the description. And everyone's perfect that's watching this right now. Grateful for literally so grateful that anyone watches this podcast because it means a lot.
Yeah.
So thank you.
All right, guys. We love you and we will see you next week.
Love you.